Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Pisces for May 2021. So we're in Taurus, starting from today. It's the 19th of April. So we're in the sign of Taurus, which is the element of Earth. So all things work, stability, all things Earth, just getting on with things, growing things, keeping them going, you know, watching where do you want to be, how, you know, just, it's a plod really, Taurus, for some signs. But you're a water sign, Pisces, so water replenishes Earth, doesn't it? So it should be a good time for you guys just to get on and get things happening. So the energy around your reading for April-May is the Eight of Wands, which is a beautiful card talking about no obstacles. Absolutely none, Pisces, and that's the energy you run with all month or 4 weeks. Maybe you've met someone as well. It could be about that, because the Eight of Wands does talk about that sort of first flush of meeting someone new, or just having great banter with someone and letting it develop into something of a friendship or other. It's also, the Eight of Wands is also high energy, very high energy fire, so it's also about travel. Now, whether that's travel, you know, in your country or your place, but rarely these days at the moment will it be international travel, which is what we'd all love, but not just yet. Okay, so with that wonderful card, just get on with things, action, make things happen this month. It's a very free-flowing card for you, Pisces. Let's see where you are right now. And we have another fire card, the Six of Wands. So just things going really well for you is what I'm getting with this one, and the energy as well. So just keep on keeping on, keep doing what you're doing. I see you just moving through things, lots of action. I know our friends in the Northern Hemisphere, dear friends of mine, Pisces and Rachel, up there, the spring has come, getting into doing whatever, things really starting to move, to grow, to bloom. It's a beautiful card, and it's a number 6, so we're talking about harmony here, balance, just getting things moving, but knowing, Pisces, that you're really doing well. You're getting, you sort of, the 6 is like really getting on your way to what you want to achieve. Let's see what's influenced that to happen. The Queen of Coins, so definitely your Earth Queen, the Taurus Queen, the Earth sign Queen, so real stability at home. She's the Queen of Home and Hearth, enjoying your home, beautiful, yeah, just that real homebody woman, nice food cooking on the stove, beautiful garden, happy home, people love to come to your house. So it's a real sense of well-being within yourself, and very much that queen. So it's a very feminine energy. So for the males, perhaps that is that someone other in your life, whether it be male or female, that really does sort of make home a delight to come home to. A beautiful card, and also she's got the big coin there, so it's sort of abundance with whatever you're doing in terms of work as well. Things are really good, Pisces. Let's have a look at the background. So we're looking at March, April time. And we have Six of Cups. So Six of Cups is, I call it the past life card, where it's almost like people that you haven't met before, that you have met before, come back in, contacts from people you haven't seen for a while. But more importantly, this one can be sort of connections of people who feel like you've known all your life, but you never have met. So it's very much a spiritual connection card as well. Hence, that's why I've named it the past life card. So it's this fantastic familiarity that we have. And once it's cups, so it's emotional, that emotional harmony, if you like, that you have with people, like friends, or, you know, there's special people in your life that you don't get to see very often. And so it just bonds you, and these days we have other ways of communicating rather than face to face. So that very much has been in the frame, and it's still actually, Pisces is sitting, crowning your reading. So there's still weight behind that card, actually, of these nice sort of, whether you know the person or you don't know the person, there's that nice connection there that reminds you in a way that you feel like you've known them forever. Past life connection. Let's see recent influences. 8 of Cups. So cups, so this is your suit, actually, Pisces. So I'm saying, you know, it has been a time of recent, the last couple of weeks perhaps, where you've felt a bit, you know, contained with the Eight of Cups. It's like a containment. He's swimming around in an aquarium, so it's a containment for him. And it's about emotional containment too. Sometimes the closest of relationships especially need a bit of, you need to sort of get out of the tank a bit and go and do something else, rather than constantly, you know, with this emotional connection. It's sometimes you can feel like it's dying, or it needs space to breathe, and you need to inject new energy into it. So it's that sort of energy where you just need to walk away a bit and leave it for a while. Don't sort of keep pressing on with a relationship or a connection that it's a bit fraught. So just remember that too, Pisces, while you're at it. That sometimes we just need to leave it for a bit and go and focus on something, as we've got here for you, the Queen of Wands, which is something more like your work, or getting things done around the home, or just cooking, or just focus on something else other than this emotional attachment, because all emotional attachment can become sometimes a bit too much, and you need a holiday from it. The lesson you will be learning in this time. 10 of Wands. So yeah, look, absolutely lots of things have been going on for you, Pisces. You've taken on a lot, actually, work, all the different aspects of life. You're just feeling your tank's just a bit on the red. So you're feeling a bit like, yeah, I need a refill. I need to fill up. I need my energy replenishing. And just taking a bit of a break. And especially with emotional connections, Pisces, because you are such a intuitive feeling person, sometimes you can give all those feelings and emotions to other people, but they're just not ready to accept. So that can be frustrating, and that can make you feel a bit burnt out. So just rest a bit this 4 weeks, Pisces. Focus on things that you can get off the ground, rather than things that you know you need to leave it for a little bit. Near future. And we have strength. So basically strength, it's a major card. So it's the first major card you have in your reading for Taurus, April, May. And it's strength to me is that father card. It's very much like our fathers, what would they say? But it's also the card of self-awareness and sort of realising your part in what's happening, and being self-aware, just going, okay, well, I'll just leave that for a bit. Maybe I am being a bit too emotional. Maybe I need to be a bit more self-aware of how I come across to others, because we're all different in different times of our own private wheel. So sometimes it's good to take a step back with strength and just have a look at your own self-awareness, how you project yourself onto the world and the people in it. They might not necessarily be on that same page. So the strength is definitely about accepting that challenge, Pisces, and just reflecting on your own self-awareness. How does it appear? And try and see how other people might see you. It's a valuable lesson, and I think each and every one of us always can draw from strength. It's almost like our fathers would say, oh, come on, you know, have a long look at yourself. That kind of energy. But it's very powerful. And there's something in this card, August, July, August is going to be a great time for you as well. Okay, what's happening you're not realising? Yeah, I'm feeling a bit left out in the cold there. But this is very much under the radar, Pisces. So even though you may not feel like that, it always in this position, it sort of says, yeah, well, sorry, guys, but there is that element running through. That thread is running through your life at this particular moment. So don't necessarily feel like you're abandoning people or you're judging people this next 4 weeks. Just take a bit of time out and focus on things that you can get done. And you probably want a bit of solitaire. Sometimes we just don't want to be part of the group or the party. We just want to be focusing on things other than other people. And it's a time of big change too, which is interesting with this 8, the Strength card. It's time of you sort of just moving through that personal wheel of your life in this year 2021. It's a great card though, so if you feel like that, just go with the feeling, Pisces. You know all about feelings leading the way for you in life. How others see you? The Knight of Cups. Very much that love, romance, very sort of, maybe someone's come in your life, sort of, there's a bit of a connection there with the Knight of Cups. It's idealistic, it's relationship, it's going back into a relationship, it's deciding whether you want to be bothered or not. Because, it brings up old stuff as well, and you just think, oh, well, the last one ended up being a bit, not to my liking. However, just play it cool. Go with the flow. Don't sort of put all your eggs in one basket. Other people are looking at you and going, oh, yes, well, there's this romance is in the air, but it's very new and it's very young and it's very idealistic. So try and be a bit self-aware as well, Pisces, and just go slow with it. Don't expect too much from this because it can be idealistic. It's like a romantic movie sort of thing. But we know in reality, we know what happens. Sometimes, you know, it just doesn't turn out the way we expected. And that's the Knight of Cups. He can be a romantic man, a man who's quite romantic, who's sort of come into your life. So other people are looking and saying, oh, what's going on there, blah, blah, blah. But just be aware that that's how you're being seen at the moment. That there is that offer coming through with feelings and emotions and romance. So whether you want, it's a very personal story actually, Pisces. So I'll just highlight, I'm not here to dissect it. What you're feeling positive about. You're on your path, so just keep walking your path, Pisces. Nothing's out of order. Who's in your life at the moment, what's happening in your life at the moment, it's all meant to be there. The stage is set. Just keep moving forward. There's nothing like the start to get, especially if you met new people or reconnecting with old people or old friends. This is the card that sort of reinforces, look, this is just what it is, so just go with it and work it out and see how it works out. But as long as you're moving forward, there's no big drama. Just do it. It's on your spiritual path. How the outcome turns out. And then we have the King of Swords. So whoever, there is this male, quite a bit of a male energy coming in, for males and females both, but just be careful with the King of Swords. He can sort of say one thing but do another. So he wears armor for the reason to protect himself. But it's really interesting, Pisces, because inside the armor is actually this person, the Knight of Cups. That's why he wears it, to hide his emotions. So that's a very interesting way to end the story for you for the next 4 weeks. And just don't believe everything. Sometimes when you get the King of Swords, don't believe everything you're told. He's a good talker. But inside the armour, there's an immaturity in there. So he can say one thing, but it's a different story on the inner side. Okay, I hope you like that. Now, just your message, because I've gone a bit over. Happiness. The very purpose is in our life is to seek happiness. That's all there is to it. So just keep moving forward, Pisces. Have a wonderful 4 weeks, and thank you very much for listening to Atlanta Tarot.